Hello, welcome to episode 2 of New York Strong Style Road to Cult. Here on the screen, just to catch up, the first episode, obviously, happened. We saw MV Young crowned as champion. We saw the debut of 5150 management. If you look at the stables, we've got 3 KOs, Justin Kyle, Victor Benjamin, and Vincent Nothing. And we have 5150 management, Julius Smokes, Dave McCall, and Nate Carter. Our teams, you only have 2 tag teams right now, 2 KO, which is Vincent Nothing and Victor Benjamin, and Justin Kyle, and the Rep. Now, we'll get to that in a second. Spoilers. There's something there on the screen which is a spoiler. Now, the booking team has changed slightly because we've added Pat Buck. I was also told in a comment on YouTube that Chris Levine, so we got rid of him. And we've got Kevin Keenan and Nick Shin. So they're kind of referees. Apart from that, nothing else really has changed. Hopefully today we go to 1 pop. Look at the finances. We lost just over $1,000, which is not ideal. I hate this, by the way. This is the one I love doing, these types of saves. They're the saves I love to do on TEW. In fact, I actually get a little bored when you get successful. That's my issue. But so I hate being in the red. Like, until we get out of debt, this will always worry me. Always worry me. I hate being in debt, and I hate it deeply. It really, that and a negative backstage atmosphere. Can't cope with them. But thankfully, got a very good backstage atmosphere. This is what I crave. I need this in my life. This is what I need. Do I want a positive backstage atmosphere? Do dogs like going on walks? Yes, they do. I love it. So we brought Pat Buck in, particularly just because, like, you look at Pat Buck. Pat Buck is costing us like $50 a show. But for a guy who's got like psychology, experience, respect, reputation, he's a great road agent and he's got some like skills. So yeah, that's nothing really happened pre-show to really concern with. So let's get going. Let's get cracking. Let's run the show. Okay, so we kick off. Vladimir Radonov is in the ring. He welcomes everyone to the show. Runs down what happened at Crown and Glory. Says we saw MV Young crown the Tri-State Openweight Champion. We saw the debut of the Rep. 5150 management making their presence felt. And tonight is a massive card. And we kick off with our opening contest. Get to 39. Happy with that. He improvised well. This is why I've got Radonov, because he's pretty good. 75 people, which is, I think, 3 more than last time. We're in Bronxlandia. So that's good. Kick off with our opening match. Crowd didn't like it, but it got 41. So in a bout that had great wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd, Brian Johnson defeated Bam Sullivan, Killian McMurphy, and Tim Donst in 14-18 when Brian Johnson pinned Killian McMurphy. Match is designed to be a car crash to kick us off with some crazy moments and stuff. And we got that because Killian McMurphy, did he take a stump bump in this one? Oh, I didn't book it. Oh, that's the only reason you're here. Never mind. Killian McMurphy seemed off his game. He still got a 40, which is pretty good. Maybe we should reconsider what we're doing with Killian McMurphy. Bam Sullivan was the worst, but still 35. More than happy with that. Got a 41. That's a good start to the show. This is kind of like, forgot. It's number 1 contenders match. So Brian Johnson at the next show will get a title shot at the Tri-State Openweight Championship. That's what this match is for number 1 contendership. Then Julius Smokes comes out and announces the Tri-State Openweight Tag Team title holders, the Rep, which causes some confusion. They come out with the tag team title belts and stand with Smokes. He explains they won a title tournament in Argentina, which gets some laughs from the crowd. He's like, I'm serious. Which shows how global 5150 management is. But even though they are the Tri-State Openweight Tag Team Champions, they're not, by the way. Well, that'll come out. We'll get to that. Their opponents don't get a shot because they aren't good enough. Judas Smokes and explains to the crowd, look, we got a challenge. A challenge to a 6-man tag match from 3KO. We accepted. Also, because it was a 6-man tag, we don't have to defend our tag titles. Always thinking, always smart, always planning. Getting the big man to give us a strategy, and he lays it down from his castle. Lays down from his palace, from his HQ, laying down the business for us. The man who runs the place from the background telling us what to do. And we took the 6-man tag match. So we took a little money. We handed it to Ken Broadway. And Ken Broadway said he's in. So tonight, Ken Broadway will tag with the Rep to take on 3KO. And that match happens right now. You got a 37 for the 6-man tag match. Again, its issues a little short, right? Because if I'm right, well, this is regular. We could have gone a bit longer, but it's fine. Crowd at the end were very hot. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. 17. Ken Broadway and the Rep defeat 3KO when Ken Broadway pinned Victor Benjamin. Ken Broadway getting the win. Dave McCall was the best one in the match of the 43. Vincent nothing. Justin Benjamin and Kyle not great. Vincent nothing in the 35. Happy with that. Then we get I believe this is a hardcore match. Yeah. Get a hardcore match and decent match. Blackstrom defeats CC Boost. And the pinfall with a blackout. Here's the issue, right? They think it's too short. But I know from playing this game for a long time, brother, the hardcores can't go more than 15 minutes without getting penalized. So it's one or the other. So I'm taking the short match penalty. It gets to 32. He wins the blackout. Fine. MV Young. I am your Tri-State Openweight champion, and I'm better than it. You know? I'm too good for this championship. But I've got it. And now that I've got it, time to elevate it. Time to take it to the sky. Time to make it MV Young a household name in New York for making this championship mean something. I'm going to make it mean something. I don't care who my opponent is. I don't care who my opponent ever will be. And tonight, I especially don't care that it's Matt Tremont, washed up old has-been of a hardcore man, the deathmatch loser. I'll kick Matt Tremont's ass, no problem. I'll bring me Matt Tremont. 40. Match gets to 43. In a wild brawl, had superb wrestling and great heat. MB Young defeated Matt Tremont by submission. MB Young makes defense number 1 of the Tri-State Openweight title. Matt Tremont got a 42. MB Young got a 50. He got a poor rating on his gimmick. Large boost of psychology. That's handy. Just looked at that. Why did I look at it? 43. More than happy with 43. 43 is banging at this point. 43 is a great match at this point. Then after the match, as MB Young celebrates, Maven Bentley makes his appearance. Says, MV Young, management heard your request at the previous show where you claimed that you would enter Strong Style Grand Prix and defend the title in every single match you competed in. And they thought, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. And seeing as you just said, you don't care who you defend the title against or where you defend the title against, you're going to beat them all. So, That's exactly what we're going to do. At Strong Style Grand Prix, you will defend your championship in all 7 matches you have in the Grand Prix group stage. If you get through to the knockout, you'll defend in every match there as well. Thank you for the suggestion, Envy Young. We never would have done that without you saying it. Envy Young just looks unhappy. Apparently, it's empty words. And he just, empty. This is unfair. This is so unfair. Why do I have to defend my title? Ugh. And he storms out Maven Bentley and thanks the fans for being here. Sends him home happy, letting him know that next year, Strong Style Grand Prix is going to slap. We finish the show on a 42, which is crazy good for this. I'm real happy, so happy with 42 at this point. Let's address the locker room. If you didn't see last episode, my style, my thing with this is very simple. I like to pick people I want to build relationships with and praise them. So I'm going to say it to Envy Young and Ken Broadway. In fact, no. Let's go. Tim Don's probably not going to be here that long. But he was good. Matt Tremont probably deserves it. He got a poor gimmick, so that will also help as well. Oh, he's pleased. That's good. Financial report. We lost 700. We made slightly more ticket sales, I think. Merchandise, $16 because that's what you're going to make at this point. Popularity recap, please. 1. There we go. 1. We're up to 1. All right. We are doing the last show of 2024 on this episode. So, Strong Style State of Mind, December 2024. Let's do this. I don't think anyone's getting the night off. No one's getting the night off. It's like venue and location. We are, in fact, going back to our home base, which is Bronxlandia. Booking team meeting. Okay, so we've got from our last booking team, we've got this creative finish, which is a big gamble. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend some of this energy. And what I want, it's a character idea. Excellent. We are going to use that character idea. Locker room incidents. Head trainer Ophidian going through drills with Justin Kyle, Nate Carr, Kelly McMurphy, Victor Benjamin, Bam Sullivan, and CC Boost. Maven Bentley and Richard butted heads backstage, both furious with her. Oh, well, Maven Bentley, you're gone. You don't butt heads with me, boy. You're gone. Ruthless. You're not going to say anything. We don't need to do anything. There's no need. I'll be back in a second to run the show. Okay, we run show 3 for the company in front of 79 people in Bronxlandia. Again, a few more people are here. Sorry, I have a little sip of tea so I can speak properly. Vlad Radinoff welcomes everyone to the last show of 2024. He announces that despite what 5150 management have to say, the company does not have a tag team championship. He doesn't know what titles the rep are walking around with, but they're not the Tri-State Openweight Tag Team titles because those things do not exist. They're not real. The company does not have tag team championships. 24 rating. We've got 33 for this opening match. Ken Broadway defeats Vince Nothing. Vince Nothing by 4:01. It's a car crash style. The match is a little too short, but we just used that now. They both got a 34 rating. Hot. Great. Then we get CC Boost versus Kelly McMurphy. Kelly McMurphy does take a stump bump in the match. So he's going up to the top rope. CC Boost runs into him, knocks him off. He takes a bump from the top turnbuckle to the floor through a table. Match a little too short. Finally, Road Age Matt Tramer wasn't good. Pants. Need to take him off road agent. You always forget that. But Killian McMurphy got us 37, 34. Killian McMurphy picking up the win over CC Boost. And Julius Smokes comes out. He walks into the ring and he slaps Vlad Radinoff and then boots him in the nuts. How dare you say this title is not legit? You are absolute disgrace, a liar, a spreader of misinformation. My boss will hear about this. In fact, of course I phoned him. He already knows. He already knows what you did. Think you'll work in New York again if he decides you won't? You're here because he allows it. We're all here because he allows it. So the rep will defend these legitimate tri-state championships right now against 2KO. Both hold up the belts. In a match, you got a 30. The rep defeated 2KO in a tables match. Victor Benjamin eliminated first, and then Justin Kyle. Next on one of the tri-state weight tag team titles. Heavy quotation marks around that. Match a little too short. The rep are better than Justin Kyle and Victor Benjamin. Then we get a nice little hardcore match. Tim Donst beats Matt Tremont with an inverted Chikara special. Tim Donst gets a 41. Matt Tremont gets a 43. 39 rated segment. That's fine. Bam Sullivan versus Blackstrom. Bam Sullivan drew Blackstrom. The match told the story. The fact these two are evenly matched. That's the story here. In fact, neither of them could get the better of the other. It was a real back and forth match. And they fought to the outside and they fought to a double count out. And yeah. Will that become part of the story of Super Strong Style Grand Prix? Envy Young cuts a 49 rated promo. Ring goes like, I am cannot believe that I actually have to defend my championship in every match in Super Strong Style Grand Prix. This company doesn't understand what empty words are. That's fine. That taught me a lesson. That taught me that when I speak, I need to mean what I say. Apparently, I'm the only wrestler that needs to mean every word that he says. So that's fine. I mean these words. I am the only reason anyone cares about this place. Envy Young is the only reason anyone comes to these shows. Envy Young is the only reason anyone cares about New York Strong Style. I am putting it on the map. And I guarantee you, my title reign will never, ever end. 49 rated. That's great. Then, 49 rated match. Mwah, mwah. Brian Johnson getting 43. Envy Young getting 52. It had superb wrestling, great heat. Envy Young defeated Brian Johnson by pinfall. Envy Young makes defense number 2 of the Tri-State Weight title. Now, as he's celebrating, out comes Maven Bentley. Maven Bentley gets in the ring, and before he can speak, Envy Young just launches into him and just beats him down. Repeat punches, elbows, bang, hits him, starts chucking him around the ring, takes him outside, beats him down. Maven Bentley is busted open. He takes him, he sets up a table, he powerbombs him through a table, and is the ring laughing because what he did was he took, because the belt already has Envy Young's blood on it. He wipes his hand on Maven Bentley's blood, and he takes Maven Bentley's blood and he wipes it on the title and laughs as Maven Bentley is taken away on a stretcher. That's the last we'll see of Maven Bentley. We finish the show, get to 46. I am more than happy with that. That is fantastic. 56 rated show. Let's finish the show. Let's praise Envy Young. But you know what? Brian Johnson. Let's praise Brian Johnson. You tell them that both they're awesome. Nearly made a mistake there. Envy Young very happy. Brian Johnson seemed pleased. Financial report. We lost 600. We $3,000 in the debt. I hate it. I hate it so much. But we're up to 2 popularity. We end the year with 2 popularity. I'll see you in the next episode when we will start the Strong Style Grand Prix.